Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kristen's ASMR. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. In today's video, it's going to be number 2, the second in the series of my nostalgia items. I know that video was really well received, to the Lisa Frank. Sadly, no more Lisa Frank in this one, but just some random items I found around my house. I found some stuff in the basement. So I will do some tapping and scratching and give little stories. Beforehand, I just got home and thought I was gonna have an incident with my glasses. An icicle fell down and like knocked against my glasses, but thank God I had my glasses. Without further ado, let's get started. If you hear my bird Vinny in the background, I'm sorry. I covered his cage, but he's probably still gonna get a little annoying. But so this I've had for quite a while. This is the Game of Life in Monstropolis. So it's the Monsters Inc. edition. Had a lot of fun playing this game. It's the Game of Life. If you haven't heard of it, you pick these characters and you spin, and it's kind of like living life. You know, you might end up with a family, a high-paying job, or you might end up with a crappy job. But this was always super fun. I'm gonna open this up because it's taped up. I actually was at my grandma's over the weekend and I brought this home because I was like, this is perfect for the nostalgia video. So we'll get some of the game pieces. If anyone still plays board games, I know a couple of my favorites. Not a board game, but I love Yahtzee, Sorry, and Trouble. Those are all 3 of my favorites. Oops, let's see here. Oops. Should have probably cut this beforehand, but that's okay. There we go. All right, so box there. So we've got these little life tiles with Sully background. The spinner. I always love this little spinner. Let's see if I can get this on here. That's always fun. So we've got some of the game pieces here. Some of the little cards. Career choice cards. Expense cards, home cards. See if I can get the game board out without dumping everything. piece of paper. Mom and I had played one time. Game board is in a bit of rough shape, but that's okay. But that is the game board. Fun one. I'll tape back on this later so it actually shows, but that was the Monsters Inc. Game of Life. Next I have some books that hopefully will bring back some memories for people. So this is one of the New Adventures of Mary-Kate and Ashley books, The Case of the Game Show Mystery. Ironic because many years after reading this book, I was on the game show Wheel of Fortune. So this is cool, nice big print for reading. So there were some collectible photos inside. I don't have the photos anymore. But yeah, these were fun, like little Mary-Kate and Ashley mystery books. A fun story with this one. So when I was a kid, I remember reading this book on the way to Storyland in New Hampshire, which is a fun theme park. It's like storybook characters and stuff. We went when I was a kid. And I remember reading this book on the trip to that, so that was a fun time. My cat Frankie's lurking around. His fluff's likely going to come into the camera in a little bit. Hi, Frankie. Rub on the book. This book I definitely read a few times. With the Trenchcoat Twins. Case report from Mary-Kate and Ashley. Ashley and I were thrilled to be on our favorite TV game show Double Trouble, but someone wanted us to lose big time. This was one case we had to solve on the double. Mary-Kate and Ashley, the millennial girl, they were everything. Like, I think I had like a wallet somewhere from their Walmart line. Like, Mary-Kate and Ashley were everything. So there was that book. Then, Princess Lessons, a Princess Diaries book. If you aren't familiar with the Princess Diaries, it was a book series before it was a movie, starring Anne Hathaway. So I know in that movie, when they go to make her from ugly to pretty, they straighten her hair, which, you know, it was a little unruly, not unlike mine today, but your hair doesn't have to be straight to be pretty. Curly hair is pretty too. But Meg Cabot is the author of the books. I love this Princess Lessons book. I mean, this, oh, I love this tapping. So it says, all you need to know to be a princess, or just live like one. Compiled by Mina Thermopolis, aka Princess Amelia Migano Grimaldi Thermopolis Rinaldo of Genovia. is tiny, but about etiquette and princess lessons. I love this book. That was always a fun one. I have a Hello Kitty book from my childhood if I can find it again. Frankie, that is naughty. Don't do that. Do not do that, please. He's sitting on my laptop. Just, he wants attention, and I'm giving it to him, but... Alright, and the last book, dear to my heart. If you read any of the books in the series, please let me know, because I have read these books so many times as a kid. Mrs. Pigle. This is Mrs. Pigle's Magic. It's by Betty McDonald. I love Mrs. Pigle. She is like this magical... She's like this witch, basically. But she helps take care of children in like the neighborhood and stuff. I love these books so much. Frog and Toad also. That's always a big fan. I was always a big fan of. But Mrs. Pigle has a trick up her sleeve. Mrs. Pigle loves everyone, and everyone loves her right back. The children love her because she's lots of fun. Their parents love her because she can cure children of absolutely any bad habit. The treatments are unusual, but they work. Who better than a pig, for instance, to teach a piggy little boy table manners? And what better way to cure the rainy day waddle-eye doos than hunt for pirate treasure in Mrs. Pigle's upside-down house? Mrs. Pigle, which always made me laugh. This book series I loved so much though as a kid. I think when was this published? 1957. Mrs. Pigle was always great. Let's see. Alright, sticking on the book theme. So, I'm a huge fan of yard sales. You guys have seen some of my hauls from like craft fairs and stuff. I love a yard sale. So this is a penny book, and I will tell you exactly what a penny book means in a minute. So it's kind of self-explanatory with Lincoln cents, but so I love money, and I know a lot of people love money, but I love collecting money. And this booklet I couldn't resist at a yard sale. So it has some old pennies, including some steel pennies from the 1940s, which is super cool. Page goes from 1941 to 1950, 1951 to 1961. Now some of these say like large and small. I don't actually know what that means, but and there's some spots for some other ones. But I thought this was so cool. I got it at a yard sale. Did you know there's some pennies that are worth like a lot of money? If you find like a rare minted one, so I'm always on the lookout, like, ooh, do I have one of those fun ones? Or like the wheat pennies, the wheat back versus the Lincoln Memorial. Thank you, helping. On that note, so if you're around a certain age, this was all the rage in the early 2000s. So this is as seen on TV, first state quarters of the United States collector's map. They started releasing state quarters in 1999, and the original 50 states went through 2008. Now they have different territories and other commemorative ones, but it was so exciting when they announced they were releasing different states in little sections. So the book, the little map that's in here, came with these first 5 quarters, which were Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. Authenticity in there, but here's the map itself. First state quarters of the United States collector's map, 1999 to 2008. And I have all the original 50 state quarters in here. Look at all those quarters. So those are the ones released in 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2008. This was the big rage back in the day. So I always really enjoyed looking at that. Getting all filled up. The sound of that going back is not super pleasant, so I'm going to spray all that right now. Alright, so the next item, this one I was really glad to find again. So it just kind of looks like a normal transistor radio. There are batteries in it, but it's not old batteries. So this just looks like a typical little transistor radio, but this actually holds a lot of wonderful memories for me. Oh, sorry, Frankie. Oh, I want to poke you. Alright, so I might do a video at some point when I do like more of the CD cases that I have on my favorite songs, but my absolute favorite song of all time is Mr. Brightside. There's something about it. The first time I ever heard the song, there was something special about it for me. And the very first time I remember it was 2003. I was on my grandma's bed listening to this transistor radio, and it came on. And I'm like, what is this masterpiece? It's been my favorite song since. My favorite line is the opening line. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It's a great line. I mean, come on. Sometimes we all need to come a little bit out of our cage, don't we? Okay, Frankie, too much fluff in the camera. Thanks. But yes, I heard Mr. Brightside for the first time on this radio. Some of you may know I'm a big sports fan, specifically Frankie, a Red Sox fan. And growing up, my mom's boyfriend had a camp on a lake in our area. So we would go there and I would listen to the Red Sox games on the radio when I couldn't be watching them on TV. And Joe Castiglione, who was the Red Sox radio announcer for many, many years, who just retired the last season. I remember hearing a lot of calls of the game on this little radio here. So this radio has a lot of memories for me. Connected as well, related to Red Sox. This is a little flip book, Nomar Garcia Parra, or if you're from the Northeast, Nomar. Nomar was Red Sox shortstop. He had this very elaborate batting routine of like doing his batting gloves and stuff, but there's a store called Ocean State Job Lot that going to for the first time when I went to visit my mom's boyfriend's family. We went there, and this is one of the things that I got there. What's so fun, if you've never seen like a flip book, is I've got to see how to do this on the camera. So when you do the flip, when you flip through it, it shows like a little scene. So we'll see if I can get this to go. On this side is I'll show you. See, he's going to throw the ball to make a play. So it's like it actually is happening live. And then on this side, nope, that's the wrong way. Let's see if I can do this the right way. Oh, there we go. Him being up to bat. Oh, look, he's hitting the ball. These are fun. I'd like to make my own flip book. But yeah, so yeah. So this is a fun little book that I got. So I'll have it hanging around. Fun fact, he has a set of twins and he's married to the soccer player Mia Hamm. I love that it has two different plays, him batting and fielding. So that was always fun. Now, the last item, I'm super, super excited because I didn't know where this was, number one, and number two, I didn't know if it was going to work, but I put batteries in it and it did. So, one of the great things about the 2000s, if you remember the colored plastic, I mean, the Mac computers, I had the purple Game Boy Color I've shown in a video on here, but I had, if I can find it, I will show you all, but I had a little Barbie laptop, but this was like my first kid's laptop. Look at this green, that colored green plastic, everybody. See through, you can see the components. VTech. So there was some like battery corrosion and I was worried that it wouldn't actually work, but I got it to work. And it has like a battery backup, so I didn't have to plug it into the wall, but this is like a little learning laptop. It has like little activities and stuff you can do. I'm gonna turn it on in a minute, but can we bring back this technology though, everybody? This like colored plastic, like so 2000s. So it's the MasterPad XL. sure to turn the volume off for the video so it's not too loud. Word processor, lab, homework, email. I'm so glad I still have this. So let's turn it on here. So happy it worked. Let's see, trivia challenge, language arts, math, logic and games, personal office, homework lab. I was so glad. Like, I remember spending so much time with this when I was a kid. Let me see. I'm gonna do this upside down. Let's see if I can pick something here. We'll do trivia challenge maybe. Let's see, undersea life, entertainment, mystery events, geography. Let me know what one you pick. But we're gonna pick entertainment because I want to see back in the day what trivia there would be. What was that? Oh, pick the correct number. Oh, which singer's first music video was based on the song What Made You Say? What made you say that? Let's see what it gives for options. We got Jewel, Whitney Houston, or Shania Twain. I'm gonna guess Whitney. No, Shania Twain. What singer made Livin' La Vida Loca? Hit in 1999, if you can tell by how old this is. So that is number 3, which is Ricky Martin. Yay. Who played the character of Julia Salinger on the TV show Party of Five? Party of Five. Who was that? Is that Nev Campbell? Do one more question. What Florida city does NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys both call home? Oh, this is great. Pretty sure it was Orlando. Oh, Orlando, Jacksonville, or Miami. I think it was Orlando. Yay, I got it right. But I was so glad to find this laptop. Alright. We're gonna get out of there and shut that off. But this was super fun to find this laptop again. I feel like this is quintessential 90s kid right here. But for real though, the colors on the electronics, can we please bring that back? I'm so glad I got it to work. Oh, I forgot I had a handle, actually. That's exciting. It's the simple things, everybody. But I am so glad to have found that. Just a little more tapping on it. So I'm bored someday. I can do more trivia. But that will do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of my nostalgia series. As I find more items, I will definitely show you guys more. A little look into my childhood in the late 90s, early 2000s, mid 2000s. Let me know if you had a favorite item that I showed, and I hope everyone has a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will catch you all in my next video. As always, leave any video suggestions. I plan to start filming some video suggestion / request videos very soon, But until then, take care, everyone. Bye.